Hey, what is going on, everyone? I'm Silversabeast and I'm back here to bring you another video today. In this video I'm going to be talking about Ausar the Vile, how he ties in with the story. I mean, he's the main character, but so obviously he ties in the story quite a lot. But so let's get going. So if you did not know, Ausar is basically he's the past version of Cyrus before Cyrus wiped his memory and went through the events of InfinityBlade 1 and 2. But before the events of InfinityBlade 1 and 2, Ausar the Vile was a big player in the Deathless game. That sounds so weird. He was one of the more powerful Deathless. If you didn't know, it's been confirmed that the castle that most of InfinityBlade 2 takes place in, not Sadie's Garden, but the castle that you fight the worker is imprisoned in, used to be Ausar's home. So we can glean a lot about Ausar just from walking. I mean, we walked around his home a billion times, so we can glean quite a lot from him. In the 1.2 update to InfinityBlade 2, Vault of Tears, we learned that, I mean, we kind of learned that it was his home. That was later confirmed, but we got the Vile items, the Vile shield, Vile whatever, all the other Vile items. And I think it's safe to assume, since these are hidden around the castle, that these used to be Ausar's weapons and armors and shields, whatever, of choice. And that was what he would wear, like, that was his outfit, just like the God King has his armor set that's distinct to him, although he changes it in InfinityBlade 2. Ausar has the Vile set, which is distinct to him. So, so we think that is his armor set. So, obviously, why is he called Ausar the Vile? Well, I mean, the items are called the Vile set, obviously, so that's part of it. And just more to reinforce that that's actually his armor set is obviously because it's called Vile, and Ausar is called Ausar the Vile because we think it's because he killed his wife. If you finished the Vault of Tears content, you will see the statue which has Ausar, or Cyrus, holding a knife with a woman standing next to him, presumably his wife screaming in the background as he remembers. And presumably he killed his wife. That's not 100% sure, but it's 99.999% sure. So we think he killed his wife, and that's why he's called Ausar the Vile. Now, when he killed his wife, I mean, he's obviously an evil guy right now, but I think that he couldn't live with himself after that. So what he did was wipe his memory, or he got Tell to wipe his memory. He also, before he wiped his memory, he commanded Tell to never tell him of what he used to be, because, I mean, he couldn't live with it. So he wiped his memory, and then the events of InfinityBlade 1 and 2 happened. He went to the castle over and over as the same person, although he thought he was a different person, because Tell would wipe his memory, rebirth him as a baby, and then trick the mothers into thinking that Cyrus was their baby, so he could keep going through this cycle of, and then eventually the Infinity Blade got charged up, and then he eventually did overcome the God King, because if you didn't know, Ausar is slowly overtaking Cyrus, and so some of his fighting prowess is returning, because Ausar was definitely a very good fighter when he was in his prime. Now, since Cyrus lived past the God King, the longer he lives, the faster Ausar overtakes him. Well, that's like a theory, but that's kind of what's happening. Ausar is overtaking him right now, and so he is slowly returning through Cyrus. The personality is still there. The wiping, whatever Tell did to wipe his memory, didn't completely work, and it's still, Ausar is still inside Cyrus, I guess. So Cyrus is slowly being overtaken by Ausar. I mean, if you've read the book, the Dark Thoughts are slowly overtaking him. The Dark Thoughts are Ausar. So Ausar the Vile may start to come out of Cyrus in InfinityBlade 3, and I'm really, really excited, because Ausar is probably my favorite character. He's really interesting, and I mean, he has that big house. He has an awesome house. He's got a coliseum in his house, a lot of other cool stuff. So I don't know. I mean, obviously he has that statue of the dragon, which is presumably Dragor, which Dragor may show up in InfinityBlade 3 as well, the big dragon. Maybe Ausar was the one to kill it. I'm not sure what happened. I think actually Dragor, I'm not sure. I don't really know. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it uncovered some secrets. So basically Ausar is the previous version of Cyrus that may come back and become Cyrus again, may become Ausar again. And so Cyrus and Ausar are two different people, but they're the same. They're two completely different personalities, but they are the same person. I mean, I know that makes zero sense, but I mean, that's the best I can do. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click the like button below and subscribe for more awesome iOS gaming content. But that is it for this video, guys. I'm Silversabeast, and I'm out.